Sakura mirrors Lin Fei respectively with starting stats of 4 strength, 8 dex, 4 defense, and 7 speed. Created by Akira Akimen Yasuda. Akira came to the Street Fighter team during the making of Street Fighter Alpha 2. Sakura wears Japanese sailor outfit with red gloves and a white headband that was given to her by Ryu before the events of Street Fighter Alpha 2. During the making of the game, the team only wanted cool and stylish characters, and thought characters like E Honda were uncool and not a great fit for the game. When Akira came to them with this design of Sakura, they pretty much laughed at him and didn't think it was cool enough for the game of Street Fighter. It wasn't until much later that his boss walked by his desk and complimented his design. She became a staple of the game and beloved by fans all over the world. A noble spirit and a determined attitude, she sees Ryu as an idol and a teacher. She always watches him fight and mirrors herself on his philosophies in battle. She actually saw Ryu fighting one day while she was walking to school, and ever since then, she started participating in street fighting herself. The Way of the Iron Dragon. Perfect pick for Sakura, I believe. A legend with high dex is probably as stylish as you can get in Brawlhalla. Now, having high dex in Brawlhalla means you have quicker recovery frames. I believe that's what it means, which I guess means you could throw out attacks more. So really, this is perfect for Sakura. She can throw out really quick attacks, look stylish, and guitars is probably one of the most stylish weapons besides Scythe. And Cannon, the zero to death combos you could do in Cannon just look so goddamn sexy. So I love this skin for sure. Now check this sequence out. This should have been in the advertisement. Side sig under neutral sig ends perfectly with each other. That was so sick, actually. Now this is my first match against Luke, so I don't have much experience against the new signature looking abilities, but I really didn't have much of a problem, so it's not that big a deal to me. I know it's quick, it looks faster, but it's not too bad. Now, Lin Fei's or Sakura's neutral sig is way more deceiving than Lin Fei's. Although I do like the dragon that Lin Fei has. He catches me here real quick with the ground pound. Come back with my guitars and start dancing on him. Now I'm fishing for a sig just to get some heavy damage out. I love this. I love Lin Fei's dexterity. Now usually I go with speed on all my legends, but Lin Fei for some reason is a little different. When you add an extra dexterity stat to her stats, she gets an extra like combo that she can do, and she feels so smooth with dexterity. And this crossover, not just being Sakura, is just probably one of my favorite skins in the game. I just love the way she looks. It's clean, very clean. No. Catches me with neutral sig, punches, pretty cool. I like them. Smack him here. And unfortunately, oh, I killed him and he still survived. Okay, I can respect it. Hot pink Mordex. I'm a Kung Fu Panda, man. A lot of Scythe players today. Catches dodge. Fortunately used it. Didn't really capitalize. It's okay. Now with Sakura, what's really cool is you could throw out a lot of attacks. So you could kind of even bait your opponent thinking that you threw out an attack that they might think you whiffed, but in reality, you're baiting them. With a high dex legend, you can do things like that. Low dex, you have to be more precise with your attacks. With high dex, you can kind of play around with the opponent. Now I'm gonna fish for this neutral sig. Fortunately, the second one didn't hit. Now you see he did a sidelight with his dodge, I can go in for the next 3 seconds. So whenever you see someone use their dodge, remember, you can go in for a punish because they have 3 seconds that they can't dodge. Yeah, they can jump out of your attack, but they cannot completely negate your attack unless they jump. And I don't know if you can hear in the background, I got a call from my girlfriend, so excuse that background noise. I'm gonna have music, so you probably can't hear it, but yeah. Now the weapons that Sakura have are guitars and cannon. Both very good at putting out damage, but I feel cannon's a little bit better to be defensive. You can kind of stay back and let your opponent push into you and then punish them with like a neutral light or something, kind of like right there. And then you can do some crazy combos. And I don't know how that last one didn't hit, but he ground pounded and got the kill. And I'm just gonna try to finish with, I believe, a neutral sig. Or actually her true combo, which is, I believe it's true neutral light into recovery with an extra dexterity on Lin Fei / Sakura. True combo. Now here we have me against a Lin Fei. And here I'm literally just playing with this Lin Fei. I realized that she wasn't too great. But I do like how I get the kill in this one. So right here coming up, I use Sakura's down sig to close a distance of a gap and punish my opponent. And what's cool about that is a lot of players don't think about this attack and really underestimate her kit. And her sigs have a lot of force. Honestly, I get scared when I match up with against a Lin Fei, because it either means they know what they're doing, or it means they're just gonna throw out a bunch of random attacks. So I said in my last video, I think it would be really cool if Brawlhalla started giving details on how these characters ended up in Valhalla and end up in the universe of Brawlhalla. If you notice, Sakura's voiceover during her neutral sig on guitar, she says Shoryuken, and on her, I actually don't know what she says on her side sig, but I know for her Shoryuken, it's because Ryu is her teacher, and she tries to implement her attacks like Ryu's. Also, her down sig on cannon, she says Hadouken, not Kamehameha, excuse me. But I think I am gonna go and start making videos on each legend and talk about the lore of each legend. Probably just read the lore off of the wiki, but pretty much explain the character in Valhalla and why they got there. Unfortunately, they don't explain the crossovers, but I do want to make a video on Lin Fei and her backstory, and why she has her cannon, and why she has the dragon, which I believe's name is Xiao. I'm not exactly sure if that's how you pronounce it. But she's also cool with Wu Shang. They're cool, they're friends, for sure. And she's a teacher. But I'll do a whole video on that, and then I'll do the rest of the legends. But I think this Queen Nai is just a little too slow for my Sakura. So I'm about to finish her up real quick. Now she thinks she got me with all these signatures that she's throwing out. But I've dealt with too many of her in my day. She's done. What the f? Got her. Okay. Now we got an Ogre. It's gonna be tough because he has very high attack and he has very high defense. I'm low defense, low attack. Let's see what we can do. He's very nice, so throw him with the paper with our spring guitars. We'll dance with him. See, against Lance, the best thing to do is play keep away. I know a lot of people don't like people who play passive, but when you're playing against Lance, you have to stay out of their attack range because Lance has the most priority over any weapon. So a lot of their attacks will hit over yours. You got to be careful with that. And most people don't know that. A lot of players don't know that. Now with Axe, similar situation, but their priority is not as much. I know their neutral light has high priority, but I believe that's it. I don't think they have much priority. He's trying to hit me with the side air, side light or something. Yeah, he's jumping way too much. Fortunately, I'm throwing out too much as well. This is not gonna hit. Yeah, I gotta be careful. Be careful throwing out too many SIGs. They're very punishable. Oh, okay, we'll pretend you didn't see that. But it's 2 up, and I have a damage lead. So now I can be a little more aggressive. And since he used his dodge right there and his recovery, I ended up ground pounding and getting the kill. And right there, got the ground pound. Unfortunately, it didn't hit him. I don't know what happened right there. Anyways, I appreciate the love. Appreciate the watch. Don't forget to follow the Twitter, the TikTok. Hit the like button and subscribe for your boy. I appreciate it. Peace and love. Peace and love. This is also a little clip I got while I was watching Stranger Things. It has no sound, but it's a nice little 0 to death equals disconnect. GG's though.